let's get things started. Ready? Go!
That's good.
I love it.
What's up, guys? It's Arinze. So, in recent news, Roe v. Wade has been overturned by the Supreme Court.
Nani?
And that is insane. That is actually crazy. That has been overturned. Now, this article here is interesting. The Abortion Underground is preparing for Roe v. Wade. That's interesting. But nevertheless, Roe v. Wade is overturned. The United States government, via the United States government through the Supreme Court, is finally tired of seeing women use termination as birth control when it's not. Well, yeah, it's not. Now, for men, this is a good thing and a bad thing, because now the unilateral power that women have over birth is gone now. Now it's going to be regulated, but also the consequences of getting trapped are even greater now. Because let's not even believe, assume, or fantasize that there aren't gonna be some women out here on some, hyena scavenger shit from like Lion King.
Oh, look, it's dinner and a show. And I thought beans were the only musical food. Hi. Well, hi to you too.
Trying to catch a nigga on some child support now, because now I think it's with these certain. I'm not gonna click on any of the links because I don't really know how they're going to deal with it. But from what I've understood so far, it's that there's going to be restrictions put on it. Yeah, we hold that Roe and Casey must be overturned. Justice Alito writes an initial majority draft circulating inside of the court. So I don't know what regulations they're going to be putting against it. I don't know. This shit is 98 pages. Holy shit. Let me see. What does it say here? Oh, I'm not searching shit. I'm not searching a damn thing. Let me see what this says. At the time of Roe, 30 states still prohibited abortion at all stages. In the years prior to the decision, about a third of states had liberalized their laws, but Roe abruptly ended the political process. It imposed the same highly restrictive regime on the entire nation, and it effectively struck down the abortion laws of every single state, as Judge Byron White aptly put in his dissent. The decision represented the exercise of raw judicial power, and it sparked national controversy that has embittered our political cultures for half a century. I'm not surprised, but yeah, it's being overturned. Now, of course, you're gonna see all the hottest of takes so hot the sun looks cold, from women on Twitter, from pandering cucks on Twitter, from the LGBTQ, because ironically they want to have a say in this, ironically, but nevertheless, you're gonna hear the hot takes of you can't control our bodies, etc., etc., etc. I mean, if you've been in the United States for the last like 10 years, you've heard all the excuses from there as a bundle of nerves to etc., etc., to blah blah blah. You've heard it all. But the thing to take away from this as men is that now there's going to be a hard look at the previous unilateral control that women had over birthing. Now there's going to be negotiations. Now this will also lead to negotiations about custody and how it should be default 50-50. Also about how DNA testing should be mandatory in order to receive federal benefits. Because the biggest thing about this is that, let's be real, the main reason why this is happening is because too many white women were terminating kids. As many white nationalists have said, the white replacement rate in the U.S. is like in the negatives. They aren't reproducing fast enough to replace the newest older generation. So this is really just them trying to save their own asses, which I'm not gonna stop them. This helps men in general, because now there's a precedence now to combat the manipulative and very predatory ways women through the government trap men with kids. Because before this, a woman could literally make you a father against your own will. And also keep in mind that women don't use their forms of birth control in the same volume that men do. To most women, having protected sex is you as a man using a condom. You're protecting yourself. She's having a protected sex because she's not using any from the IUD, any pill, any shot, nothing. So now it's going to really put the hammer on women to start taking their birth control, because statistically speaking, most women don't. Most women do not take birth control. Now the argument for that could be, possible side effects, which is true. But at the same time, if you want the liberty to be sexually active, you're going to have to take these precautions. And now it's taking that get out of free jail card. Now it's taking that get out of jail free card away. And now it's taking the me and my friend Bush call it that FADC life. Called the FADC life. If you don't know what FADC is, it's a mechanic in Street Fighter 4 where, if you committed to a very risky move and you had 2 bars of meter, you could essentially undo the move coming out if you do it fast enough. So it's a forward dash attack cancel. So FADC. So we say FADC life. I got pregnant and I want the baby. FADC life. No more FADC life. Well, freely anyway. But yeah, men, watch out. It's gonna be more women, especially if you're a guy who's on the up and up. If you're a guy like myself who's in a good position but is making moves to be in a better position, there's going to be women out there who are now gonna see that and are going to try and latch onto you like a fucking leech, like an anchor. And if you believe the bullshit of I'm on the pill, etc., etc., now there's no way now for you to get out of it now, because then she'll have the baby. She'll definitely have the baby to get your child support now. But nevertheless, that this is the time between Amber Heard and this. It's really a turning point in the culture war. as far as men and women go. You know, how things will play out in the next 10 years, I don't know. I can only, you know, presume based on what I want to see or what I believe per se. But right now, there are a lot of things being exposed about how women behave. You know, so that's something to take into consideration. Also, if you're someone who's pro FADC life and your whole stance is that, you know, it's a bundle of cells and not living, if that's your argument, then my question to you is this. If a bundle of cells in the womb of a woman is not considered a living thing, then why is it that if we found bacteria on Mars, that would be considered life on Mars? I'll say that again. If the bundle of cells that would become a baby that's in a female is not considered a living thing by your estimation, then why is it that if we found bacteria on Mars, Uranus, on Mars, Neptune, Venus, if we found bacteria on those planets, that would be scientifically a sign of life on those other terrestrial planets? See, the reality is that with the dehumanization of the embryo in the womb, that's the whole point of it. The liberal left and women have been trying to dehumanize what a womb is, the same way that slave masters dehumanize blacks in order to make themselves feel better about what they're doing.
True, and yeah, that's pretty true. That's true, and yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's pretty true. That's pretty true. I mean,
it feels like shit saying you ended a life out of convenience for yourself. So now they say, oh, well, it's a bundle of nerves. But nevertheless, tell me what y'all think in the comments. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.